In the quiet African village of Sososa Maragel, where dusty roads stretched between small mud houses and every sunrise carried both hope and hardship, there lived a beautiful young girl named Amara. Her family had very little, yet her heart was filled with dreams that reached far beyond the village. Every night, she would look up at the stars and wonder if her life would ever change. One quiet evening, her mother walked outside and found Amara staring into the sky. "My daughter," her mother said gently, "it's getting late, come inside." Amara looked at her mother and asked, "Mama, do you think a poor village girl like me can ever become somebody?" Her mother smiled and replied, "Never let poverty steal your dreams. Remember, the brightest stars shine in the darkest nights." Those words stayed in Amara's heart. The next morning, she began the long walk to school. She carried a pile of old, worn-out books and walked barefoot along the dusty village road. Some children laughed at her. They mocked her old books and her poverty, believing she would never succeed. But Amara simply smiled and continued walking. Deep inside, she promised herself that one day, her success would speak louder than their laughter. Life became even more difficult. One afternoon after school, Amara sat beneath a large tree near the school grounds with tears in her eyes. In her hands was a letter informing her that she could not continue her education because her school fees had not been paid. As she quietly wiped away her tears, an elderly woman who had been watching her from a distance walked over. "My child," the old woman asked kindly, "why are you crying?" Amara explained everything. She told the woman how much she wanted to learn, but her family had no money to keep her in school. The elderly woman listened carefully. She had seen Amara's kindness many times before. She had watched her greet people respectfully and help others even though she had very little herself. Before leaving, the old woman smiled and softly said, "Kindness is never wasted." Without telling anyone, she walked to the school office and secretly paid all of Amara's school fees. The following morning, Amara sadly packed her books, believing it would be her last day at school. Just as she was about to leave, the headmaster called her name. "Amara!" She turned around. With a warm smile, the headmaster said, "Your school fees have been paid." Amara could hardly believe what she had just heard. "Who paid them?" she asked. The headmaster simply replied, "Someone who believes in your future." Amara looked around, hoping to thank the person, but no one was there. Far away, the elderly woman quietly walked down the dusty road with a gentle smile on her face. Holding her books tightly, Amara whispered to herself, "I will never disappoint you." Years passed. Amara worked hard, completed her education, and built a successful career. One sunny afternoon, a shiny black SUV slowly drove into the same village she had left years before. The villagers stopped what they were doing and watched in surprise. When the SUV came to a stop, the door opened and a beautiful young woman stepped out, wearing a professional white blouse, a black skirt, and long brown hair flowing gently in the breeze. For a moment, no one recognized her. Then an elder spoke softly. "It's Amara." The whole village stood in amazement. When Amara's mother saw her daughter, tears filled her eyes. She ran toward her and wrapped her in a warm embrace. At that moment, neither of them needed many words. Their tears told the story of every hardship they had overcome together. Soon, the villagers gathered around Amara. Many of those who had laughed at her as a child lowered their heads in shame. Amara smiled kindly and said, "I did not come back to seek revenge. I came back to help this village." Never laugh at someone's beginning. The child you ignore today may become the person who changes your tomorrow. The villagers applauded as the sun slowly set behind the village. Hope filled every heart, and Amara's story became an inspiration to every child who dared to dream. And from that day on, everyone remembered one simple truth: your background does not decide your future. Determination, kindness, and hope can change your destiny.